Hi, Shane here from Gillen Motorhomes down in Avoca. I'm just going to do another one of my walk around videos of this newly arrived in Weinsburg, and I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I've been dying to get my hands on one of these. This is something a little bit unusual, a little bit different, and a little bit special. Okay, where to start? Okay, this is a 2024 left-hand drive Weinsburg. It's called an Excursion 500 MQ. It's a real mouthful, but I call it a Weinsburg bully. I'll explain why now in a minute. It's to do with it's built on a Volkswagen Transporter. It's left-hand drive. It's got, I think, a little over 12,000 kilometers on it. It's 2024, normal car license, and it's in like new condition. It's in perfect order. Why this is a little bit special? Okay, well, to begin with, straight away, it's built on the Volkswagen Transporter. Okay, this is a it's designed for a single person or a couple. It will travel 4, and it will sleep 3, but really it's made for a couple or a single person. So why I call it the bully is, and I'll show you here now. You actually see on the badge there, it is a bully. And I was explained that bully comes from the German translation of transporter and bus. So the whole rationale behind this van was it was designed for more than one use. Yes, it's a motorhome, but because it's so small and compact, it can be used for other things. Like, I've driven this quite a bit, and I'll be honest with you, it was the nicest motorhome I've ever driven. It doesn't feel like you're driving a motorhome. It's automatic. It's got adaptive cruise control. It's really nice. 150 brake horsepower. Absolutely, really lovely to go. But it doesn't feel like you're driving a motorhome. I forgot on a couple of occasions. I brought this in to a couple of car parks, and it will go in to a standard car parking spot on its own. It's absolutely brilliant. So from that point of view, I can see where they're getting the whole dual use from. Okay, let's start on the outside. As I said, it's built on the Volkswagen Transporter, and this is the 2024 model. It's absolutely lovely to drive. I'll come back to that when we go inside. But on the outside, there isn't a mark. It's like brand new. It's alloy wheels. We've already got the awning already fitted, and believe it or not, for the size of this van, it's got an absolutely huge garage. I'm going to step back here and give you a good side-on view. It's really like a TARDIS when you get inside. What this van is aimed at is somebody who doesn't want to go into a camper van and would feel a bit cramped in a camper van, but this drives like a camper van, but inside you have extra room. There's loads of extra features. It's going to take me a bit of time to go through this, so as I said, I'll keep going. So down the left hand side, here we have obviously the gas locker there, but what I want to show you is in here. Even with the size of the van, you have a ginormous garage. No problem. 2-3 bikes in there, absolutely no problem. And you've double entry. So both sides, no problem. Just loads of storage. On a van this size, it's ridiculous. Okay, I'm going to close that back up. And right, that's that. So again, we'll step back here. So coming around the back, it's already fitted with a bike rack. There's 2 bikes fittings on it at the moment. There's another 2 in the garage, so we'll take up to 4. Lovely wide angle reversing camera, already fitted. Android Auto on the head unit, and that's already done. Now, I hope you can see it from here. There's a brand new satellite system already fitted. When I picked the van up, the telly has never been used. I put the telly on it. It's never been used. I'll show you that when we get inside, but it's really nice to have. Now, coming around the left side, So again, the other entrance door, and then you have the Truma vent, obviously, just there. I'll step back so you can see the van again. Your cassette for the toilet, and then I'm going to show you this. It's a nice little touch. This is your, what would you say, for your services. Okay, so this has a 70 litre fresh water, no sorry, start again. That has a 60 litre fresh water tank and a 70 litre wastewater tank, which can be both emptied from in here. Okay, now normally you'll connect your mains lead up through the floor and in through there. That's what Knaus and Weinsburg do, and then you have your kill switch. So your mains lead goes in under the skirt and up through there. Okay, after that we're coming around to the left side, so I'll show you very quickly the driver's seat. Now, it's a lovely spot to be. Finished in this half leather and cloth. As I said, it's built on the Volkswagen Transporter, and it's 150 brake horsepower. It's fully automatic, and it's got adaptive cruise control. It was so nice to drive. It's got Android Auto, as I hope you can see there. But again, I'll show you more of this when we get inside. Okay, so we'll just close that over and we'll step back around. So there's the Bully name again on this side. It's finished in the cab is finished in a lovely two-tone. So the bottom half is sort of a beige cream and the top half is a matching white for the van, but it all ties in together lovely. It's really nicely finished. So there's the quick walk around. As I said, it's a 2024. 3 beds, 4 belts, normal car license, and there's that. So now I'm going to pause the video and we'll pop inside and have a quick look. Okay, here we are in the van, and I know it's not going to come across in the video, but from the outside the van looks so small. It's like a TARDIS. You get into it and it feels so spacious. So I'll start at the rear. Okay, so here we are. We got a large double bed, and I'll show you some of the nice little touches Weinsburg have done here. So they've put these switches, let's see if I can show you them. These switches are all over the cab, so you can turn the bedroom lights off, the bed lights off from up the front. You can turn the dinette on from anywhere. So if you go into bed and forget to switch off the lights, you can see it has these light switches everywhere. So you have a lovely big bed here. Okay, lovely big double bed. You get into it via a foldable step here, and then you have more storage in here. So there's acres of storage in the van. Okay, nice big double bed. Now, there's a little bit more I want to show you on this, because actually we'll just go straight to it. I'll show you the bathroom and try and explain. It's easier if I show, but I try and explain. So this one comes with a full toilet, shower, the whole lot. Hang on, we'll turn on the lights. There we go. So there we are. We have a toilet, your sink, and if you might be able to notice, there is a shower in the van as well. I'm going to show you more of that later on. But to use the sink, you can just leave it like that. If you don't want it, it's a little catch, lift it up, and away she folds. And out of the way. And there you are. Use the toilet. This is all about space saving. Just about saving space. So, there is the shower. Now, where the really clever part of this comes into it is, this shower lifts up out of the floor. Now, unfortunately, I'm on my own today, so I can't actually show you it working, but I can show you it when it's lifted out. So I'm going to pause the video again, and then I'm going to pop up the shower and show you what's involved. So here we are back in the shower again, and the toilet, and as I said earlier on, there it is with the shower actually open now. So the really clever part of this is this whole top section slides down, and when it's up like this, all you need to do, if you can see, it takes now a section of the bed. But you're obviously not going to leave it like that. You only use it like that when you want to use the shower, and then when you want to pop it back down again, this all slides down, you put the cushion back in, and you're back to your double bed. Such a clever idea. Really, really brilliant. I've never seen this layout in any other van. Such a clever idea. In a van of this size, it's absolutely brilliant. So I'm going to pause again, and then I'm going to put the wall back down, and we'll show you the rest of the van. So here we are again. As you can see now, the wall has moved back down again. You're back to a full double bed, and inside you can see that's come down again. But such a clever thing to do, because how often do you use the shower and then you're not really losing any space because you're folding it away? So brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Now moving around to the dinette, or sorry, I should say the kitchen, comes with a 2-burner and a combi sink, as you can see there. Nice big place, but you still have plenty of room here to do prep. Loads of under counter storage, 3 of them there. And if I step out of the way, and we'll step back out of the van just because it's a little bit easier. As you can see, we now have a compressor fridge, an under the counter compressor fridge, and it's quite a good big size one. So there we go. Okay, so there's that. Now moving back around to the dinette and the living area. So obviously these seats turn. I'm going to show you that now in a minute. But another clever thing they've done is this table will fold down. This is technically a 2-berth, but all you need to do, they've given you all the bits to make this into a bed. So all you need to do is get a little bit of memory foam. The bed, that seat turns at the front. This folds down into the bed, and you get a little bit of memory foam, and now you're into a single bed. Happy birthday. The van comes with a full solar panel, and it also comes with a new Oyster satellite system and a brand new TV. It's never been used. I actually fitted it. I had it running here yesterday. We were watching BBC and stuff like that. So it's one of the automatic satellites, ready to go, never been used. Absolutely perfect. What else can I say about the van? The fit and finish of it is, I'm a big fan of these Weinsburgs and Knaus. It's unusual. Weinsburg is supposedly meant to be the entry level version of Knaus, but they're unusual because you don't get much of a difference in the feel of quality. It's not like a Corrado versus a Heimer. Weinsburg finished their vans so well, and this is no different. They have all these, let's see if I can show you. These are soft. Let's see if I can, actually we'll show you on the bed. It'll be a little bit better. The lighting system, so when you go and turn off the lights, they don't just turn off. They fade down like that. And all the lights are the same on that. So let's move back around here. A nice big skylight up over the dining area. Obviously all the windows have fly screens and blackout blinds and stuff like that. But it's surprising how spacious it feels in the van, given the size of it. Now, I drove this for a couple of days, bringing it back, and I'm going to be honest, it's the nicest motorhome I've ever driven, because it feels like you're driving a car. On a couple of occasions, I actually forgot I was driving a motorhome. It'll go into a standard car parking spot. Yes, it's high. Okay, you have to watch out for barriers. But when you're just driving, it was an absolute pleasure. 150 brake horsepower, fully automatic, adaptive cruise control. What more do you want? It was absolutely lovely. Really, really nice. So I'm going to pause again quickly, and I'm going to go up the front and I'll show you the driver's seat. Now, here we are up in the driving area. And as you'd expect, this is built on the Volkswagen Transporter. Seats are so comfy. Really, really nice. As I said, I forgot I was driving a motorhome. It felt like you're driving a car. And I've never experienced that. Because of the small size, you're not really worried about tail swings and stuff like that. This has adaptive cruise control, so what that means is basically it'll adjust when you have the cruise control set. It'll adjust the distance between you and the car in front. So if they brake, it'll brake. If they pull off, it'll accelerate up. When you're on the motorway and doing serious travelling, it was so nice. What else can I tell you? It's got the big screen. The reversing camera works through the screen, and it's Android Auto. You can see it's actually connected to my phone there now. Just such a nice vehicle to drive. And this is the 2024 Transporter, not the new 2025 one that is using the Ford engine. So much nicer. As I said, it's the nicest place I have been to drive. I'm going to pause again one more time, and I'm going to turn the captain's chairs and show you what that's like, and then I'll finish up outside. So hang on one sec. So here we are. Now I've turned the captain's chairs. As I said, when you look at the outside of this van, it looks like a real small van. But when you get inside, it just feels like a nice motorhome. This, I would say, as I said earlier on in the video, this is aimed at people who don't want to go into a camper van and how claustrophobic sometimes they feel. This feels like you're in a motorhome, but it drives like you're in a car, or very worse, like a transporter van. It's so well done. As I said, the fit and finish of it, it's not going to come across in the video. It's so nice. Weinsburg do this so well. It's German built. As I said, there's 12,000 kilometers on it. 2024. It's in absolute perfect nick. This is, I say this all the time, it needs to be seen to be appreciated, but particularly with this one, 100% it does. As I said, it needs to be seen to be appreciated. Loads of storage everywhere. I'm not even going to go through all that. But just something a little bit different, a little bit special, and a little bit of quality. So I'm going to pause one more time and I'll finish outside. So here I am back outside, and that concludes my walk around video. As I said, I probably missed some stuff on this. It has everything on it. It's lovely. It's really lovely. It needs to be seen. It's, as I said, it's aimed at somebody who, for a couple or a person on their own, but its main thing is it's so easy to drive, so easy to park, absolutely brilliant, so comfortable as well to drive. As I say always, and I do forget to mention this sometimes, Google Maps says we're open from Monday to Friday. At weekend, if you want to come and see it, no problem, just give us a call. Evenings, again, no, if you want to give us a call. Sundays even, if I'm available, no problem whatsoever. The last thing I'm going to mention is, if you like the video or like videos like this, perhaps you might give us a like on the video and perhaps follow us, because if you're looking for a camper, that's where we always put the videos up first. So if this one isn't what you're looking for and you want to be notified what's coming in, if you like the channel or consider subscribing to us, at least then you'll know when we have new stuff in, because it normally goes up on YouTube straight away. Or if you're just interested in different models of vans, it's a good way of seeing different models. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please give us a call, 085 810 9930, and as always, thanks for watching.